What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Svetz series, and we're here today to do our first full album review. We're talking Freddie Gibbs' latest commercial mixtape, Freddie. And make sure to subscribe for more content. We do reviews, we do the Slept On series, which was very popular. Thank you guys for the feedback on that. And plenty of other stuff is coming, so stay tuned. And with that, let's go. Freddie Gibbs is a Midwest rapper from Gary, Indiana, who has consistently put together some very solid projects like 2017's You Only Live Twice, 2015's Pronto EP, which is a close to flawless soundtrack for any bass aficionado whipping down the street, and of course, his possible magnum opus 2014's Pinata, which featured legendary producer Madlib and really catapulted him into the eye of many hip-hop heads. With this type of output, plus other solid projects, Gibbs has cemented himself as one of the most consistent and top-rated rappers in the gangster rap scene. And that type of consistency continues on his latest mixtape, Freddie. And no, Gibbs isn't pushing any boundaries or advancing the sound or having these deep lyrical insights. But when it comes to projects this year that have been banger-centric, they've either been pretty lackluster or just overbloated. So when it comes to this release, this is easily one of the most put together and consistent banger-centric projects by far this year. While a lot of that comes from Gibbs' rough and gruff gangster flow mixed with his cold-blooded, energized delivery, the production really makes this record. Which is not a knock on Gibbs per se, it's just an obvious observation because he's working with one of the best up-and-coming producers in the game in Kenny Beats. Kenny may be best known for Ab-Soul's 100 Stacks, or Youngboy Never Broke Again's Traumatized, but for me, he really showed his promise when he produced Rico Nasty's track, Trust Issues. Here, he brings the same distorted bass and just crazy off-the-wall production that he's consistently brought to all the bangers that he's produced. Whether it's the distorted bass mixed with harmonious samples on Automatic, the eerie haunting keyboard on FBC, or the pulsating drum machine on Svetz, Kenny brings his lively production, which makes up most of the highlights of this record. The pinnacle coming in Death Row, with these high-pitched keystrokes, speedy snares, and these aggressive steel drums that make you want to tear something up.
You don't make us see it, then you can't sit in the spot. Hope you looking at me, you gon' suck the dick or not. Check your bag, bust a lick in front of check coat, making BBs in my neck, blow. I just might go through a rollie.
Yeah, I had more planned for that, but it's 3 a.m. and I can't really be doing a lot of crazy shit. Gibbs' flow is on point here, and it mixes well with the vivacious, murderous tone of the beat. This track features a pretty slick and subdued feature from 03 Greedo, who complements the track well with this very kind of atmospheric but melodic flow that just works well as a feature. But even the non-Kenny produced tracks still slap. Take, for example, Too Legit. This dreamy trap rap track featuring this alien synth that counteracts nicely with Gibbs' quick spitterific flow. The lowlights don't come until the end with this very weird interlude FLFM, which features some pretty pitchy and terrible singing from Gibbs and kind of sounds like it was supposed to be a joke. Even with it being an interlude, it still interrupts from the album's flow, and again, it just sounds like Gibbs was messing around in the studio and he told them to cut it and they accidentally put it on the album. It really just shouldn't be here. And then the closing track, Diamonds 2, ends on a whimper with basic production, basic melody, and really nothing special from Gibbs. It's not a terrible song per se, but it's just not a great closer and just not a great track overall in this bed of just solid bangers just everywhere. It just doesn't really stand out. But overall, this is a really good project that I'll be bumping in my whip for sure. And I give this one a bold B+. But what did y'all think? Liked it? Loved it? Hated it? Comment below and make your voice heard. Like, subscribe, and don't be afraid to criticize. This has been the Svetz series. Now send me your queries.